balance, mobility, and stretching. No equipment. Take a deep squat and hip roll. Alternate sides. All the way down. 90 and fold. If your mobility is not there yet, work at your pace. Respect your body's limitations. Every time go a little bit further, but it should never be too uncomfortable. And last one. Point toes, knees to the corners and reach side to side. Open the chest. Bend the knee if you need to. And eventually try to flex the quad and straighten the knee. Feeling the stretch. No rush, really stretch. And that's it. Squat and inward circle. Alternate sides. Open all the way across, and all the way down. All the way down. And that's it. Walk it into a plank. Push the heels down, head down, and pass the wrists. Straight line and push it forward. A little further each time. Head a little bit lower, stretching the shoulders. Stretching the hamstrings and up. Take it down and stretch down, stretch, same side. Stretching that hamstring. And if the leg goes only not as far as you like it, totally fine. We want to be patient, not to get injured, and sometimes it's just not, our body is less flexible or more flexible on some days. Be patient with it. Engage the core to bring that leg higher. And last one. Other side. Down and stretch. Try to use the power abs and hip flexor instead of momentum. We're not swinging, we're lifting. Slow it down. Slow. Especially at the top. Slow it down when you're getting up from the max, and slow it down at the max. And that's it. Walk it into a plank. And we're going to lift one leg, stretch, and bring it back into a plank. And now push the shoulders past the wrists. Hips are pointing down. No rush. Press on both quads. Open, close, and we'll do other side. Forward. Heel on the ground. Push past the wrists. Adjust as you need to. And that's it. And we're going to go into a deep squat position. Hands in front. And we're going to press on the quads and straighten. And back down. Working on stretching the hamstrings. Press that belly button into the knees. And that's it. Up. Side squat. Same side. Hips are back. 90. In and fold. And we're going to add a stretch. Toe and foot points forward. And that's it. Other side. Hips are back and down. Using the core for balance. And adding the stretch. Back. Really stretching that upper body, and that's it. Walk into a plank. Press the belly button into the spine. Lift one leg and lift. Heel down, stretching that supporting hamstring. Walk it closer. Stretching hamstring while working glute and outer side of the leg that is lifting. Press it. Head down, stretching shoulders. And that's it. Other side. Walk into a plank. Belly button into the chest, into the knees, and lift. You can start with a heel, with a supporting leg on the toe. Press on the quad. And straighten that leg, stretch the quad, stretch the hamstring. And work the opposite glute and outer thigh. Press the head down more. And that's it. Squat. And all the way around, same leg. Outward circle. No rush. Using core. Working on balance. And that's it. Other side. All the way. Slow it down at the top. And that's it. Find your balance and take it all the way across and out. Working the abs. And working the hip flexor. Focusing on the balance. No rush, maintain control. And that's it. Other side. Across. And side. Regain your balance. Slow it down for more control. And last one. One knee point forward, one knee point sideways. Bring the hips down and lift the leg. Still working on hip flexor, stretching the hips for middle split. Adding extra stretch. Hips are going lower, further with each rep. And that's it. Switch sides. Point knee as outward as possible. Drive the hips down. If you start feeling a bone-on-bone grinding inside your hip, push the hips back. That will change the angle, and we will be stretching the muscle instead of grinding the bone. And lift. Adding a stretch. And that's it. Sit it down. And we're going to lift the butt off the ground. Tabletop. Extend one leg, hips in, and push all the way through. And back. Bring the hips all the way into the chest so we can push through. If this doesn't work, go as far as your body allows and then crunch the hips in. Respect your body's limitations. And that's it. We'll do the other side shortly. More hamstring stretches. Bend the knees. Take a deep inhale in and bring the chest into the knees. Now take the heels and pull the heels into the glutes, feeling the hamstrings. And now take a deep inhale in, quickly press on the quads, relax the hamstrings, and relax. Wiggle the toes, increase your range of motion, your mobility wherever you are. And one more time we're going to do this. Pull in. Now quickly inhale. And hold here. Keep pressing, feel the stretch, and that's it. We'll do the other side. Hips in. Knees into the chest. Push all the way up. All the way in. And that's it. Butterfly stretch. Walk it in. Try to hinge at the hips, pressing on the inner thighs. Grab the toes. Inhale in and exhale and bring the belly button into the feet. Now press down. Open up the hips. And one more time, inhale in and exhale low and hold for a few seconds. Feel the stretch, it should not be painful. And back up. Find your balance. And we're going to extend the leg. You can support yourself on the hands. Find a T, point the toe and knee down, and find your balance. Stare at one point on the floor. Use the glute to pull your leg up. You will feel tight hamstrings. Press on the quad, glute, and hold. Use the glute, lift the leg higher if you can, and that's it. We'll do the other side shortly. Toes, knees point to the corner, hips are back, all the way down. And we're going to work on ankle mobility, side to side. Try to put heels on the ground if you can. If not, work at your level. Work with your body's limitations and respect them. Do not force them. Push it further every time. Increasing ankle mobility. And that's it. We'll do other glute. Find your balance. Bring the body parallel to the ground. Extend the leg, point toe and knee down. Lean forward. Now use the glute to push the leg up. Press on the quads, feel the stretch in the hamstring. Use the floor if you need to. Stare at one point, engage the core for balance. And that's it. Toes, knees, point to the sides. Side squat. Toe and knee points up. Same side. Knees are as far out as possible. Almost try to sit on the ground with the hips. See if you can touch the ground with the hips. Toe, knee points up. You can support yourself. And last one. Other side. Do not rush. With each rep, try to get hips closer to the ground. When I started, I could only do 90 degrees. And straighten if you can. And that's it. Big lunge. Lean forward. And we're going to lift the leg. And back into a big lunge and lower the hips. Use the glute. Land softly. Use your glute. Toe and knee, hip, everything points down, straight leg. Higher. And hold for a few seconds. And we'll switch sides. Big lunge. Hip down. And we'll start lifting. Lower. Glutes should be burning as you lift that leg. It's very difficult to do. Straighten the back leg, press on the quad. Slow it down on the way down. And last one. Okay. Deep squat and glute lift. Same side. Toe knee points down. All the way. And that's it. Other side. With each lift, use the glute, press on the bottom quad, stretch the hamstring, straighten the legs. Work with your body, work with it, respect it. If you lose balance, no worries. Just pick up where you left off. And that's it. Pistol squats. Hips are back. First, go shallow. Once you gain confidence, go a little bit deeper, slow it down. If you want to, go ahead and try to go all the way down. Support yourself. You can only do just probably one of these before. Oh. Other side. Start shallow, and we're going to practice with the balance by shifting the hips. Down and back. If you want to, go ahead and try it. Hips are all the way back, 90 degrees first. Don't fall, just gently. Tremendous strength for leg and glute. Hips back. If you want to have a chair to support yourself, go ahead. Deep squat, all the way down and fold. Hands in front, knees into the armpits. And we're going to straighten the legs and push the body forward. And now push it, belly button into the knees and straighten them. Push the head down. And now forward. Lift off on the toes. Stare at one point. Lift more on the toes. Hold it. Just on the tips of the toes. And that's it. Find your balance. And now we're going to go across, bend, and back. Touch the floor if you can, bend the knee. Hips are back. Hips are back, tremendous strength. No rush. And last one. Other side. Using core throughout the whole time. And that knee, hips are back. Extend. And find your balance. Try to go into a cursed squat. Work on the balance, focus. Concentrate on each move. And that's it. We're going to do some stretching. Forward, up. Lower the hips. And go a little bit further. Hips are back. Point the toe and sit it further. And flex. You should feel stretch in the hamstring. Point and go further. Back and down. You should not feel any pain in your hip joint. If you do, hips are back. And that's it. Other side. A little further, up and forward. Straighten the leg. And we're going to go back and down. Flex and point. You can support yourself on yoga blocks with your hands or a small chair. Flex, down and back, and point. Flex going up and point going down. And that's it. Back to butterfly. Scoot it up. Straighten the upper back and lower back as well. Press the knees into the ground. And we're going to reach to one side. Grab the feet with the other hand, other side. And forward. And we're going to do side split. Hips are down. Walk the foot. Point the toe. With the bent knee, bring the heel in. Working on hamstring. Deep inhale in. Exhale. Press on the quad. Be gentle. And down. You can stay here for only a few seconds. Back. Straining the hamstring. Deep inhale in. And press down. A few breaths. And that's it. Respect your body wherever it is at. Consistency is the key. Other side. Point the toe. Find a position with the bent knee. Heel into the hips. Hamstring. Strain it. Deep inhale in. Exhale. Press on the quad. Do not push anything. Let your body figure out that it is safe. In. Hamstring. Deep inhale in. And press on the quad. And one side is normally more flexible than other. Totally fine. And that's it. Bend the knees, heel into the butt cheeks, hamstrings. Take a deep inhale in, press on the quads, and exhale. You can point the toe to lengthen to help your hamstrings. And reach lower. Again, pull the heels in. PNF stretching. Tricking the mind, training it that it's safe to let go. Inhale in, exhale and press. Point the toes, go further, now wiggle, and now we're going to attempt middle split. This one is very difficult. You may be here. Try to push. Here we're going into a horse stance. Bend the knees slightly. Push the hips back. Make an angle so you don't grind the hip bone. You push the hip back so you're actually stretching that muscle in the back. Knees are bent. Same thing, pull in with your heels, feel the hamstrings engaged. Support yourself, you can put something on top to make it taller. Exhale, and go as far as you can. And we're going to relax here. You should be at an angle, wider, narrower, doesn't matter. And we'll finish with a pancake stretch. Deep inhale in, exhale, and find a position that's not painful. Just slight discomfort. Stretching should feel good. Now bend the knees slightly, pull the heels in, straighten the back. Inhale in, exhale, and push the body forward and press on the quad. You can point the toes. One more time. Pull it in. You can make it more narrow to make it a little bit easier. Exhale, press. Thank you for joining.